I think it was Charles Dickens who said that it's the worst of times and it's the best of times. And maybe that's what it is. In one shape or form, the world has never been better. And I think that's probably the key point. It's been better in nearly all avenues of development analysis. But at the same time, the reality is often the perception of reality. And that seems to be worse. And lately, obviously, the frustration of many people has come to the forefront, and we now see a development which I don't like very much, which is about forwarding fair and forwarding win-lose situation instead of win-win situation. And I strongly believe that business, the core bedrock of business, is about win-win.
Thought Leader Global and Chitra Sessions present Per Saxegaard, Business for Peace Foundation.
That very logic is a peace message. Think about it. For me to win, you have to win as well.
The foundation is a powerful force in business and society. Thought Leader asked about the inspiration, the passion, the vision, and the why.
You should be guided by the stars and not by the ships passing by. I learned to meditate when I was 20 years old. I don't do it every day, but it's been with me. So I think the consciousness of your whole being is important to be of authenticity, being a leader towards your people. So if you're going to have your passion, I don't think you can have passion if it's not for real. Purpose is the language of the millennial generation. The point of being able to merge a higher purpose and with profit, align that with your values, that drives your passion. And if you have passion, you energize people, and people can get energized as well. An enlightened leader is purpose-driven. Use your business energy, because it has to do with energy, ethically and responsibly, to solve problems that can create value both for society and for your business. So it's in fact the merging of the purpose and the profit. My background is as an investment banker, and I learned the price of money, but not necessarily the value of money. You believe that there is a strong increasing relationship between money and happiness, which it's not. So being too transfixed on figures, losing sight of what makes the figures, could lead you into blindness. And in there's not a good place to be. It's difficult to change a behavior that has been subconscious. You have assumptions that are subconscious. You're not really aware of it. So that's why I think it's so important to open the minds and understand that there's a new reality. I think that was some of my why, and maybe I said, why not? Why not try to do it? We become who we are through the meeting of other people. If you don't trust somebody, it's a short step to dislike them. And if you dislike somebody, it's a short step to start hating them. And if you hate somebody, it's a short step to dehumanize them. And if you dehumanize them, it's a short step to start killing them. So I'm worried about the progression of fear, because the chain of effects is dangerous. All business leaders globally understand the concept of being creditworthy. Creditworthy is about not losing other people's money. Business-worthy is about earning other people's trust. You can have a handshake instead of a number of documents. So the key point is really that it's both the glue in society as well as the single most important enabler of success. If you can earn your success then happiness probably might follow. We need to stimulate the good ones to come forward. In faceless suits in the C-suites, we used to see that as sort of where decisions are taken. But behind all those, there are human beings. And I strongly believe that the passions, the principles, the philosophy of a leader will shape a business for good or bad. I think that media is going through a period where they move from having been in the authority business and moved over to the attention business. And when you go into the attention business, you lose the credibility and the respect of authority. And I think that's a big challenge. Business see that they can thrive successfully in a society that falls apart. And the power has changed from the traditional business who hold all their cards on their hands and to their ecosystem, to the system not only of their customers but their stakeholders in general. So they've lost power. And in order to regain the authority, they need to serve more and take into account the visions and the goals of their total constituency, and that's the broadening of the mindset, which is reflected in the concept of being business worthy. The integration of the goals into the work of the Business for Peace Foundation is like this. For the first time in history, all leaders of state have signed a vision, an agreement of where they want the world to go. So in a way, it shows the direction for business to go. The SDG is not only a sacrifice they needed to do, but an opportunity they can pursue. I strongly believe that there are more heroes in business than in sports. You just don't hear about them. The idea of the award is in a way to balance this desire for financial return with the desire for a social return, so that they can be in balance. The technological development, globalization, and climate change, those three forces are the strongest we have, and they are accelerating simultaneously in a non-linear way. And that poses a number of challenges for how to manage it. And I think the only way business can help in doing that is to have this broader business-worthy view, so that they can help solving problems together with society. And that's why our credo is that you could sum it up. If business is not here to improve society, then why is it here? In a way, to be business worthy is how you should think, how you should act, how you can create a culture in your business, how it's really about the identity of being a business person. If you are a teacher, you are a calling. If you're a preacher, you obviously have a calling. If you're a doctor, you're a calling. But if you're a business person, should you only be there to make money? I think I'm inspired by other people's passion. I'm inspired by other people who are radiating energy. What we have started out 10 years ago is still in the early beginning. There's a lot to do. I think still the majority of business thinking is in the old world. It's still there. But the key point is to recognize the dynamics and how this changes. And coming out having been an investment banker and an entrepreneur myself, I've seen now over the last 10 years a quite substantial change of mindset. And I strongly believe that we need to change mindset first before action comes. I hope that in the future, how you recognize success in business is not just by the amount of money you have made, but how business worthy you are.
The Chitra Sessions. A dream, a footprint, a philosophy.